ministry. What advice can you give us in terms of maybe 3 things we should hold on to develop our people right here in Africa? What 3 things can you advise us as a new generation that's coming up? What 3 tips can you give us in terms of our ministry and leadership for the next generation?
I think the first thing that has to happen is there has to be analysis. I think before you can apply medicine to anything, you have to first have some analysis. One of the things I sent for and asked for when we were coming was, give me some statistics that deals with the problems of youth. I think if I'm hearing you right, you're saying what 3 things. And one of the things is I don't think we analyze, I think Dr. Boyd put it another way, is we don't listen to our children. We don't listen, so we don't know where they are, we don't hear where they are. And consequently, we can have no solution if we don't know the problem and understand the machinations of their minds and really what drives them. That's one of the things. So the first thing would be, let's pay more attention, let's get more involved. Let's understand the significance of who we are as it relates to them. Let's become their role models. The second thing is exposure. Our kids need to be exposed. They need to be exposed to more than simply what I call the idiot box. See, I wouldn't let my kids watch TV without permission.
Amen.
They had to ask permission.
Amen. That's
to watch
true.
television. Dad, can I watch television? No. Go get a book.
Amen.
Read
That's
a book.
good.
So because of that, they're avid readers, but they're extraordinary communicators because their vocabulary, their ability to put thoughts to words and articulate it is very significant, and it gives them a sense of, it calms them down. Most of our kids in school now, we pack them full of medicine to keep them calm. Yes, and it calms them down. Gives them, when you can communicate, it raises your self-esteem. And so that's the second thing, exposure, a lot of communication. And the third thing is hold them responsible for what it is they're doing, which means that there's accountability. You have to count. You have to count to me. You have to count to me. I'm working hard. I don't know what it costs here, but when my kids were going to Ivy League schools, I was on planes every day, every night, and paying $100,000 to $150,000 for education for 3 of them in school at the same time before the perks. And the perks of cars, and want to go home to see their mother, and you know, that kind of stuff. You got to pay for all that stuff, and want to go over here, want to go over there. And now and I would fly in the middle of the night. I would fly in and say, now, stop me over here. I'm going over to Claremont College. And I would go at 2 a.m. in the morning, 2 a.m. in the morning, looking for my sons and my daughters. And I went in there one night and couldn't find Eric, didn't know where he was. And I searched the whole place at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I found him in the library. So he was exonerated.
All right, next question.